reality, not going back to. How could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my rose. Yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80. Like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get done out my problems. Let me. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
It probably was.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some tested shoes. Okay, 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes.
I don't think five comes in twos.
Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hand on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets of debts. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket. Don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want
we do custom coaches or current coaches?
Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Okay. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems.
Browns using. I need to come at him with a trade.
See where this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man.
This league, you just think that I just joined from the first league. Yeah.
Like I'm Barry Sanders, chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game. I'ma let it go like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, all night like, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems.
I mean, I was just in the Super Bowl in the other league, so I'll say I'm decent.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it. Don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumping. What is up? I'm ready for all you got. So love me like that. Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like,
Roster's all the same.
all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like,
Hello?
yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like,
Warren, Haskins, Darius guys, I can work with that.
Did you invite the other guy or you want to meet you?
I can work with you guys. Sometimes on offense, I do a lot of the face of the franchise play.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team balling. You look like you need a timeout. I'm a star.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Buffalo Bills.
No, I get that.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I usually don't play on linebacker anyways. I'm playing safety. I'm playing safety.
Pick me up. Here we go. Shoot! Half. Hey, tight. Regular. Watch the whip. Alert flat.
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
You learn. Check it back, check it back. Hey, turn it up.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
Mike round 80. Done. I got one. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check out Reed. He's crashing. He's checking crazy.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's get it. Hey, 180. Pass 10. 54. Pass 85. Pass 85. Alert.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen escaping the pressure right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
1st down, Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it. And he finds Austin complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. SOS.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that's Elliott, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Crash, slam. Save.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 24, Prescott. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal?
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years, and I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Do I have to stream on YouTube or can it be Twitch? So it has to be YouTube, okay.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyrone Crawford able to record his 5th sack of the season. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a second down coming up. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs. But out there now and says he's feeling pretty good. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Bills.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
My YouTube is connected so I can stream.
Now it's Gore. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Shit. Back.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Allen operating from the gun. He gets it to Brown, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple. They have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a run with Singletary. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Twist.
Pass 85. Sunday.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the
A give, Singletary right side. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Allen. And able to find John Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st down, Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
Mike wants to run. They're running it. Hey, look.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Lucky. Watch the safety creep.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
You want me to send this? No.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, Well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
There you go. Rip left. Slam.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Star Latulele in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons.
Under 10. He's coming. We got double up.
A first down carry by Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jerry Hughes on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jerry Hughes has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. John Brown, he's at the 50, 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Come on, Sean. You can stay there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So that's why Bills Brown is still out here. You said what? Well, Shazier shouldn't be playing. I don't even know why they still have him in the game.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Switch.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the Cardinals' set of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Right. No. I'm not talking about.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's our field.
And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Is Jordan Reed injured, or is he suspended? Is he suspended for some reason? Right at the bottom of the day. Jordan Reed.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gore. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm just trying to know what's over the depth right here. I can't play if I have any restrictions on it.
Hey, re-19!
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Stick the ball.
Suspended on my team.
Hey, over.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 18.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
In real life, yeah.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far.
Okay, so Darius Geis doesn't get to play. Got it.
Brings up 3rd down. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Geis is going to come back off of injury reserve for the center anyways or whatever. So I'm okay.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, my 7. I'm letting you know right now, you better go.
Operating from the gun. Allen trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Spins by.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Okay.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, what's up? What's up, y'all? Hey, I'm sorry about that.
10th carry out for Elliott, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35.
Yeah, I had no idea, man. I just looked down at my phone.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Look. You guys just sent me a time for the normal league, right? The Redskins. You got to play for the Redskins.
He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Right here.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Okay. So
the kick by Maher is good.
Okay,
and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make him score twice to beat it, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, push the ball's clearly against the wall.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
I went to go accept it. It said no more invites were available. We're open. No, I'm talking about, okay, Rusty. You sent me, we just connected. Okay, that's something completely different. All right, well.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
No, I was trying to get in that, but the night that everybody was getting on, yesterday and the day before, we didn't touch base. Like, you sent me an invite. And when I went to go accept, who you got left?
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Right out here.
And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Niners, same.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that's my team. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Let me get him. Yeah, let me get him. I'm gonna go get him.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Okay, look,
Now he's
I'll
going
go
to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
And then
he went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
And when the game's over, I'll go ahead and post the final stats. Since he's new, correct?
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts.
Oh, okay.
That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now. Yeah, I'm a diehard 49ers fan. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole life. Like everybody's like, oh, they're undefeated. So, oh, dude, I'm up on a high, bro. I haven't been this high since the Harbaugh days. You know what I'm saying?
The Bills send the punter out as the drive
We're
goes
undefeated. We're 7-0, baby, and we play you tomorrow. We play Arizona tomorrow. Yes, Thursday night game, man. It's
averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
He said you're not there. Hey, I know. I'm just talking, you know.
Kyler's playing good football. This is going to be Joey Bosa's first test against somebody that can.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They start on the ground with Elliott.
Why?
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler, is a rookie last year, in on the stop there. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
I'm pick my team right now, but these stats are all I did.
Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribe.
Yeah,
right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle.
You ready for it right now?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Go, go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. His throw incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike 54. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, watch.
Middle.
Allen to throw once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player.
Okay,
not a chance at all.
What do I go in here?
Way easier
This is only my
said
second
than
time doing
done.
it. Team, okay, you got team. What do I go in here?
Allen again here on 2nd and 10.
That's right. That's
John
right.
Brown's got it complete. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I'm looking for
Correct me
the
if I'm
schedule
wrong. You're
that he
down 2
posts
scores.
so
I don't
that
think
I
you
can
need
put
to
everything
rush
on
just
there.
yet, but you can't take your
we're
time
about to
either.
play.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up
Yeah,
the tempo, up the urgency.
Because it's not,
Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
It's popping up now. It wasn't loading. I got it right now. Okay. Yeah, it's up here. It's right here. Okay. Let me go come and post everything.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I got my stream up.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, since it.
No, I'm ready. No, I know what you're saying.
Hey, wahoo!
But I get it. I know
Alright.
On 1st down.
Since it's 9:40, hey, since it's past 9:30, I'm gonna put
And
9:45
that's
on
going
here.
to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen now. Going to throw again. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
I'm here all day. Alpha. One set. Check. Alert. 54.
I sent you on YouTube.
Mike 54.
Allen on third down. And that's complete to Croft.
Yeah, what you want me
They're
to
able
put
to
in the
convert on
description?
third down, and it
Hashtag,
sets up a first and goal.
Retro.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run with Gore out of the shotgun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, bud.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. On second and goal, Allen stepping in, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Elliott.
Now I'm going to post.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
My stream is up. I think I did it right.
Okay, does he know about where to go post the stream at, like underneath our time and date on the schedule?
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he fends him off. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Okay.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Half 85, half 85.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Check pass, check pass.
They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Mike. Mike's by 4. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, exit. Mike, 54. 56, 56.
54. Mike, 54.
To throw is Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Allen. But he finds Beasley complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical.
Oh my God,
right?
dude.
But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs.
I lost on poor kick power.
So for the Cowboys, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I can't fucking believe it.
Bro, I had him. I got down to the 38-yard. Sorry about that. I wasn't listening to you guys on the mic, right? My bad. Yo. Unbelievable. I got down to the 38-yard line. He tried to ice me and I kicked the ball fucking perfectly, but because the kick power settings are fucked up, I lost. It was a 55-yard field goal. I know I had it. Like, I had it in the bag. In every other league, I'm able to kick that field goal. No. And, like, the wind was in my favor, too. I was so... Oh, man, I'm so pissed. Like, that shit had me bugging. I was about to tie the game up. With 3 seconds left. The kick was online and everything. Oh my... I kicked it. I didn't have enough leg because the kick power settings are fucking... Bro, 55-yard field goal. I aimed it properly. The guy's got 94 kick power. I don't know what the fuck, cause like I aimed it. I even like... Oh man. 20-17. I didn't really need it because there's a lot of games left and I'm still in the thick of the playoffs. I'm still in the thick of the... But yes, I kind of needed it. That is me bugging, bro. I was about to tie the game on a last-second field goal, and then I got an interception on his second last drive, and then I forced a punt on his last drive. I was hoping to get to the out route that I ran was just a little bit too shallow. It was still like a 11-yard out route. Man. It's okay, I'm still second in the division at 5-7. I'm gonna take a look at the standings right now. Okay. Let's see. The Texans are 6-6. Yeah, so really all I have to worry about is the Texans right now, because they're the only team ahead of me. Oh shit! Yeah, they just jumped me in the standings with their win this week. So they're 6. Well, I guess they have their division with us. No, they don't. I lied. Anyways, I'm headed to bed.